All right, today I have a Kia Telluride, and I'm going to show you how to operate the air conditioner and heater system within this vehicle. I'm going to show you how to turn on the air conditioner and turn off the air conditioner, as well as the heater. I'm going to show you how to turn that on and off as well as go over the different functions with the air conditioner and heater system. I'm going to go over all of this. So if you just sit tight, we're going to get through it. All right, but before I get started, if you find my video helpful in any way, can you give me a thumbs up as well as subscribe to my channel? I'll appreciate it tremendously. All right, so I'm in the vehicle right here. Do you see this right here? I'm inside of the vehicle. Now, in order to turn this on, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. All you have to do is come up here and press the fan speed right here. See how I did that? It turns it on. Either one of those, it turns it on. Or I can go ahead and turn this, which is the auto feature. It go ahead and turns everything on. But once it turns on, I can go ahead and start making adjustments. So let me go ahead and get in a little closer so you can see it. Okay, so right here, we're going to start from the left and then work our way down. All right, so right here you have this main control. You have the off feature, but then you also have the auto. If I press this, it will go to auto full speed right here. If I press it again, it'll go to auto medium speed. If I press it again, it'll go to auto low speed. So it has very different options with the auto. So low, medium, high, and off. Okay, so you have that. Okay, and so with that being said, this is the auto feature. It automatically adjusts. I can take it auto by simply moving the fan speed. It'll take it out of the auto, just like that. Then right here, this knob right here, it also not only has the auto feature on here, it also has the temperature control. I can make it warmer by going this way, and you can see the temperature going up, and going this way, the temperature going down. Now, the thing with this, the passenger side also has the option of going adjusting their own temperature, and I'll get to that momentarily. All right, so this is the temperature. You can raise it up, goes all the way up to high, which is just above 82 degrees, and then it goes to low, which is just below 62 degrees. So I can make an adjustment with the temperature. Now, moving to the right, we have the off, which I talked about. Okay, press the off, that turns it off. But if I press any of the other buttons, it can turn it on. So this is the front window defrost defog button. If I press this, it's going to turn it on. Watch this. Now it turns it on to defrost the front windshield or defog it, depending on the need. All right, so you have that. Now I can adjust the speed of that if I want to. If I want to get out of this, I can just simply press that, and it takes it off of the windshield. But it still is on right here. Okay, and have a cool temperature. The next is the fan speed. We're going to move over to the fan speed. Now, if you look at this right here, this is smaller fan, decreases the speed. It goes slower. And the big fan increases the speed, just like that. You see that accordingly. Now, we're going to move on to the right. This is for, you have the rear controls, so you can control the air conditioner in the rear by pressing this. It turns on to the rear, okay? It turns on to the rear controls. And if you want to, you can go ahead and look at the screen right up here, and it starts to show you the controls for the rear. Okay, it shows outside all of this stuff right here. And I can use the touch screen, and I'll get to that momentarily. But this is the button for the rear. You can do the controls. We'll get to that momentarily. But next, we're going to go to right here, the direction. So when I press this, it can change the direction. It's blowing at the face and the feet, blowing just at the feet, blowing at the windshield and the feet, blowing just at the face. It cycles through all of this, okay? So you have options over there. The next button over here is the AC button. Now this right here, you need this lit up right here for the air conditioner to actually run, okay? So you can cool off the air by going to the cool section, or not cool it off, but it'll just blow cooler air and not heated air. Let me put it that way, not heated air. Or you can blow out hot air by turning this. This is what I'm talking about. Turn it like that, it blows hot air. And you go this way, it just blows out cool air, or may I say air that is not heated. in order for it to get cooled, like air conditioned cooled, you have to make sure that this AC button right here is applied. Do you see that? Make sure this is applied for the air conditioned cooled air. All right, you need that. Okay, the next thing that we have over here is the rear window defrost defog. If I press this, that is for the rear window. It defrosts and defogs, depending on whichever it is, the rear window. Okay, and after it's done that, it'll actually turn off by itself, but I can do it also manually. Now, right here is the recirculating button right here. So when this is lit up, the air recycles inside of the vehicle rather than pulling it straight from outside. So you use this, say for instance, you don't want the outside air or you want maximum cool. If you want maximum cool, I always select this right here along with the AC button to give me that maximum cooled air. All right, and so I can turn that off if I want some of the air from outside and don't necessarily need it to be maximized with the cooling selection. And then over here, I told you that the passenger can actually adjust the temperature. Okay, they can adjust the temperature and it'd be totally different from the driver's side. You see this? Totally different. But say for instance, I want to synchronize both the passenger and the driver's side when it comes to cooling and heating. If I want to synchronize it, if you see this on the knob for the passenger side, it has this right here. If I press this, it's synchronized. Let me show you wider screen so you can actually see it in play. So see, it's on low and that one's at 63. If I want them to both be synchronized, and it's going to synchronize to the driver's side. Now watch this. I'm going to press it and it synchronizes with the driver's side, okay? Just like that. I'm going to go over the big screen with you really quickly, but after I show you the heated seat operation. So you have seats right here, can be heated, and it's just below the air conditioning cooling controls right here. See this right here? If I go up, it's hottest seating selection for heated seating, medium, and low. This is for the driver's side. Now for the passenger side, it has it right here. The passenger side, it can also do the same thing. The hottest setting, the medium setting, the low setting, and off. Okay, you can cycle through that for both the passenger and driver side. The next thing we're going to talk about is the screen up top. Do you see this screen up top? Is where you can also control. You can control the air conditioning heater up here. All right, so all I have to do is come up right here, and you see right here, it's a touch screen. And I can go ahead and touch all this right here. It says outside temperature, it says 91 degrees. I can cool off the inside of the vehicle by pressing this. See, it got cooler, warmer. And then right here, the fan speed, I can touch that and I can adjust this. Goes all the way to 8. Yeah, and this is for the rear, okay? You hear that in the rear? And then auto right here. Press this, show where I want the air conditioner to flow at. Feet, face, look at that, auto, right there, and it's controlling it for the rear, okay? So this is for the rear adjusting right here. You see that? And I come back down here and I can adjust it for the rear as well. Here, let me press that. Fan speed, and then control the rear, come up here, and I can control all of this up there with the rear. But that is how you can control the air conditioner and heater system with inside of this Kia Telluride. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.